What's up, family? A little bit past my bedtime, 11:25. But anyway, I have to drop this video on you guys. And I will say this. I said it before. I will say this. I said it before. Some shit gonna go down. Some shit is going to go down. I'm not here for fear mongering. I don't like doing that. No, I don't fear monger. But I'm here for preparation. And if I said it once, I said it twice. Stock up on your shit. Get on the shit together. No, it's not about, I said before, it's not a black and white. This is not a black and white thing. This is a survival thing. It's not black and white. So this racist shit, put that shit aside. You put a lot of racist shit aside. This is about survival stuff. So if you live around white folks and they're looking helping and they're willing to help you, stick with them. Because, like I said, this is survival stuff. I'm not fear mongering, no. But this white lady here is breaking it down for you. Like I keep telling you guys. You know, you need the spirituality, you need the, loving and kind. All that stuff is good. There's nothing wrong with that. But this, the way things are going and the way prices are going, survival stuff. And I keep telling folks, my friend from the West Indies called me up and asked me, would a cracker accept it is true? I said, you guys live in a hot country. It's hot all year round. Learn to grow your own food. Up here in America, we got 4 seasons. We can't grow nothing much in the winter. You guys are hot all year round. Stop depending on supermarkets. Go back with the olden days with the old folks used to plant and grow their own food. You're going to come to that. Hang on, folks. Let me give you like 5 minutes in this clip. That much. The rest, I will leave the clip to the bottom so you can see exactly what she's talking about and watch the whole thing. Because I didn't do more than 5 minutes. Hang on, folks. Hang on.
Back to the channel. I have a few minutes to pass here, and I thought I would go ahead and film this video for this afternoon to talk about this critical issue. But welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. There are some very upset people right now because they absolutely do not like people standing up for what they believe in. And it goes against what they want. And, they think that they are entitled to have everything basically brought to them, it appears. Now, first and foremost, I want to say right now, I'm not a trucker. But I certainly understand the movement that is apparently taking shape right now. How big it gets, how far it goes, I don't know. That's what I was talking about yesterday on my video. I hope you caught that. But here's what it boils down to, folks. It doesn't matter where you live or what you do. You better be prepared as best as you can. Because within the blink of an eye, something can happen, something can change, and within just a very short time period, meaning just a couple of days, things can deteriorate very quickly for a lot of people. Look at the people in New York City right now. Now, I haven't talked to anybody in New York City. I hope there's somebody watching that will chime in. You're probably upset. I hope that your anger is directed towards the right spots. But I've seen a couple of comments today, just a handful. And it is very obvious that there are people in this country, we already know this, that are, what's the word? Well, they feel entitled. They think that people should be doing things or bringing things or working for them just because. And that's not the way of the real world. Okay? This is why I have continued to tell you over the years, and I'm going to say it again, you need to be as self-reliant as physically possible so that you can, thrive during a difficult time period when you're not guaranteed anything, be it gasoline, be it the ATMs don't work, be it there's no food on the shelves. The basic needs of life. Now, I understand, I'm going to say this, there's innocent people that are involved in this. I understand. I get it. But it's time for the people to be putting pressure back onto their politicians for their unlawfulness. Okay? Because if you think things like this are only going to happen to one individual or 2 individuals or a group of people that you just happen to not agree with politically, well, you've got another thing coming. Because at some point, they're going to turn and eat you too. They eat their own. The second that you stand up and go,
See, now you have to read between the lines. You have to read between the lines when she said other people. I mean, she's not saying about color, but she means color. When you go against black people or Hispanics, you have to read between the lines because she's saying if it comes under that, they're gonna eat you too.
well, I really don't agree with this, or I don't think this is right, or this is what in the heck is going on, and you even just question things, you will then be turned on as well. But there's people out there that just cannot make that connection. So I just want to say, here's what it boils down to. If you've been keeping up with the preparedness movement for a time being, you know as well as I do that the predictions, if you will, are always that the big cities are going to burn first. I think anybody, again, with two brain cells clicking in between these two ears that you have, are probably going to come to that conclusion as well. And whether or not this situation with New York City and the truckers, how that shapes up, how it goes out, how long it lasts, I don't know. But this should be an example of how quickly things can deteriorate for a place. And if you live in New York City or a large liberal city, you should be very concerned right now, especially if you live with someone who is elderly that needs assistance. If you have young children, you better have a backup plan to get out very quickly. I would not be there. I mean, and it's easy for, somebody will say, well, it's easy for you to say. Well, yeah, it is. But I can tell you what, I got the heck out of Dodge years ago, okay? I mean, Knoxville, Tennessee is not anything near the size of Atlanta, Houston, LA, New York, Chicago, whatever. No, but I got the heck out. When we moved to the country, out in the middle of nowhere, we barely had any, could even find Wi-Fi to put up a YouTube video, which I eventually started doing with this channel. But we got out. And we still, even though we moved a little bit closer back, we're still rural. Because you have to be able to be out of the cities should something happen. Because there's so much room for unlawfulness in which we are already seeing. Do you think you're going to be able to thrive in such an environment? The answer is no. You already have the answer to this, right? You already have the answer. And yes, I have a mint in my mouth because I will lose my voice. I may do it anyway, so just hang with me. So here's what I'm going to say to you. And I say this because this is my concern as a friend, to you. If you live if you even live very close, maybe you're not actually in the city, but you're close to the city, you better have a backup plan really quick. This is just the perfect example of how things can go sour really fast if they take off.
Okay, folks, that's the whole video right here. You can watch the whole video there on YouTube. I don't go that far because it's a little bit too long. It's about 18 minutes. So you can go to YouTube, type that in, and watch the whole video. And like I said years ago, folks, if you live in New York City, you better have a boat. Or if you can get to the Bronx, the reason why, because the Bronx is on the continent, and the number 4 train and the 5 train goes straight to the Bronx. That means if you get to the Bronx, you're on the continent. You can go anywhere in the States. But if the bridges and the tunnels close in New York City, you are literally screwed. There's nothing coming in and nothing going out. You reserve a week, 2 weeks, it will be chaos in the city. In Atlanta, it's not too bad. I'm on the outskirts of Atlanta. I'm well protected. Got a fence all the way around. Pretty cool. I'm all right, not too bad. But still, living in mega cities, nah. Like I said, I'm not fear-mongering. This is not to fear-monger. This is for preparation. Prepare yourself. And she's saying it. Like I said, this is not a black and white thing anymore. So those racist people, fuck them. Nah, this survival stuff. And I'm praying it don't come to that. But the way things are going. And then folks, be loving and kind and caring, humble, respectful. No judgmental, no criticizing. Just show love, man. Just be loving and kind. Help those who is less fortunate than yourself. Until then, folks, I'm out of here. Peace out. Lots of love. Lots of love.